We have just seen a prominent university, UCLA, showing outright anti-Semitism towards a co-ed applying for the student government judicial court, by some of the students saying very bluntly, directly to her in an interview, that she does not fit in because she is Jewish, with no concern what others might think or for her feelings as an American, telling her that you're being Jewish, you cannot be fair, you cannot be balanced. Other students truly condemned it. But how many students on that campus felt the same way, but just were afraid to verbalize it? That is outrageous in 2015 and absolutely scary. Then we see at UC Davis in California, the students voted to remove our American flag from the campus main hall, where it has always been, as they felt it was not inclusive of other students from so many other countries who come here to learn. I could not believe it. What happened to patriotism, pride in our country, pride in our flag? What about the men and women over centuries who fought for this flag and died or are maimed for life, mentally and physically? You know, the first thing we planted on the moon was our American flag. Those students who come here to study, they come here because we have the greatest colleges and universities on the planet. They are so happy to be here. So yes, we're going to treat them well and let our flag wave and be proud. Just by them being here in America, they should feel honored, and we should feel honored that they are here. Then we see at Oklahoma University, the well-known and established SAE fraternity, the chapter there, do a vicious and vile video saying the N-word and saying that the N-word they will never get into our fraternity, SAE. And they said things and sang a lot, more racist remarks, all on video. I can't even say those words on this video. There is now even a social media site on college campuses throughout the country which allows students to be totally anonymous, and there are thousands of racist and anti-Semitic comments on this site alone, which I just saw this morning. These are just a few of the latest known instances. Much more is happening like this, but a little under the radar. So where does this lack of patriotism and this open prejudice towards others have its roots? Is it from their parents before they got to college? Is it from other like-minded students they meet at college? Is it from the world events that these college students have somehow twisted it into being prejudiced against others? Has their love of this country been lost somewhere along the line in their hearts and minds? Have we somehow, as a society, failed them as they were growing up? I thought we had made much more headway with those coming up the ranks, the next generation. And I thought it was possibly their parents or adult friends who were still stuck in their old ways. But that the next generation and the generation that follow would not think like that and would eventually become the America most of us want to see. Love our country. Be proud of our flag. Sing the Star-Spangled Banner with pride and honor. Look at all minorities as equals and with respect for their color or their religion. And don't be afraid to stand up and be counted when anyone acts badly towards others who are of a different faith or maybe no faith, or if anyone you see disrespects our flag or our nation. But with all this, I really think the next generation and the generations that follow in America will be much more tolerant of others and will be proud of America. Yes, there will be some misguided misfits that will somehow slip through the cracks, and they will maintain hate in their hearts and their minds. But they will then be the minority in America. However, in order for this to happen, we must confront these issues and these people with warped ideas right now. And let it be known to them now that they are the outcasts and that they will not be the bullies of others who are different. Expel them from our colleges. Make them the ones that are out of sync with our society, and that if they don't change their ways, their paths to success will be prevented. We cannot give this prejudice passes for their actions. They must be dealt with by their fellow students, by adults, by teachers, by administrators, whenever it is seen. But all of us must reject it. When blacks are being treated badly because of their color, we must speak out, and speak out loudly. Do not be afraid to be heard. When Jewish people are violated because they are Jewish, we must all fight for them. Insist on justice and a level playing field for all people, as you might be next. Look, we have to be together. We have terrorists and violent criminals who want us all dead. And we Americans, who are all different, must stick together, all of us, to fight those who would destroy our way of life. So I say to you, parents and other adults, if you want your kids to truly function well when they become of college age in America, do not place your prejudices in them. Put away all those now outdated and disgusting prejudices you might have, and your children will not have these prejudices placed in their hearts or minds. And if they learn that from others and you see it, immediately show them they are wrong. Just like you would do with your kids when they do something wrong. Raise your kids to compete and work in the world that's going to be filled with all kinds of people, and to respect others and the rights of others. If not, you are doing them a great disservice. You are setting them up for failure in the society that they will enter in America. You would not raise your children, I know, to be criminals. And you would be at great fault to raise them to be prejudiced, as they will be left by the wayside, and they will be the ones who will not fit in.